Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Osu Taiko World Cup 2024. I am vv21124, and today we are going to be continuing on with the next match of the weekend, and that's going to be between Australia and Malaysia in this quarterfinals. I'm vv21124, and joining today is going to be none other than Jugs. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine. Woke up like an hour and a half ago. Could have probably slept a little bit longer, but we ball. Same with these two teams, Malaysia or Australia. One of these teams is going to be leaving. This is a losers bracket match. I feel like you have a slight favorite beat. Just like a slight bias, maybe, possibly. Australia,
Perhaps.
maybe.
Perhaps.
But Australia did really well last weekend. They did a lot better than I thought they did. They even had like one of the top scores on Hidden 2, which with like people like Jay and like Zippy win on your team, you can't really go wrong there. But
All
Malaysia
those rolls.
technically also has,
Oh
like,
my lord.
yeah.
Oh my lands, those rolls.
Oh, we saw a 9, and what was that from Australia?
Yeah, looks like... Oh, who won the roll?
That's a 19.
Australia wins with 19. That is a very low roll. Hey, look, almost their seed. Just that close.
Damn.
Alright, wow. They're not giving us much time to get into introductions. So,
Nope.
we got them out of the way. We're going straight into it. So, Malaysia being forced to ban first, as per the rules. They have banned Hidden 1. A very respectable ban, especially given how strong Australia had been last week on Hidden. And Australia's banning No Mod 6.
Last week, Australia banned Hard Rock 2, and given that this week is a 7-7 custom, it is by law forbidden to ban 7-7 Hard Rock 2 this weekend. So
Next
instead
minute.
they're going with a much more sane No Mod 6.
Yeah, Hidden 1 absolutely destroyed once more. We'll take that as a sign to not buff the map, right? You know, if you keep the difficulty the same, eventually something else will get banned, right? Right?
Like, what we can do is we can just copy over Hidden 1 like every other weekend from this point forward until players have no other choice but to pick it. I think that's the pooling strategy for the next couple weeks.
Oh, write that down, tournament host. Get that as a tournament idea. Write that down. Write that down.
The map pool. Just copy the map pool.
Just copy paste. So here we go. We're going to get started with the first map pick from Australia, and that's going to be Raise Your Hands. Double time 2.
The banger to open up with going in with the speed DT first. Australia's pick and one. Sneaking in for Australia there for a second.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see how this is going to go for them.
So, keep in mind, this is the quarterfinals of Taiko World Cup. So, map pool, bumping up a little bit. We're up now to best of 11s. So, first to 6 maps will do the trick. Winner of this match, I believe, will progress to the second half of loser bracket, because this is a loser bracket match. And whoever loses this will be out of the tournament.
And the winner of this match will face off against the Netherlands, who defeated Indonesia yesterday evening, at least in European time, 6-1. Well fought, and the Netherlands are definitely in it to stay, judging from their performances yesterday. Whoever is going to win this will not have an easy fight going forwards. Also, if you haven't put your predictions in yet, do it now. We only have like a minute left or something like that. These predictions are super close. 57k for Malaysia, 41k for Australia. That's very unlike the actual pick'ems. The people actually see Malaysia favored in the pick'ems with 84-16 roundabouts.
Ooh, very exciting. Hopefully that's a bit of optimistic hopes for the Australian side. Although I will admit, I'll be the first one to admit I've thrown 6k on Australia. So I'm about to lose a lot of points if this goes badly. So, all right, here we go. Looks like the match is getting underway after a bit of hiccup from the Tony client. Thank you.
And catching up very quickly, we got some misses from pretty much everyone except Jay at this point. Hungry Turtle and Von match those misses on DJs. You're only remaining with an FC right now, and also with a decent accuracy on top of that. Everyone else struggling to hold themselves together. Hungry Turtle recovered pretty nicely after that miss halfway through the song, which means Australia will handily keep the lead for this moment.
Yeah, 100%. And Australia up 130k already at the halfway point. But this is their own pick. Nothing too much to write home about. Definitely some good performances coming from both Jay and Hungry Turtle. Maintaining high accuracies, which is a lot more difficult on a double time pick.
On the other side, Bun and Cordy, Core 31. Oh god, that's gonna happen a couple times today. I'm mispronouncing names.
Get used to it, I do it all the time. Doesn't change.
It's fine. Fong Bro combo right before the second KI, which kind of hindered Malaysia's chance of coming back. Actually, the score difference shrunk just a little bit here towards the end, from 100,000 down to like 90,000. But yeah, this is a pretty solid first pick from Australia, securing themselves the first point. An FC from Jay. My god. Well, is there something this man cannot play?
Oh, there's definitely many things, but are they in this pool? That will be a question that remains. So the only FC in the lobby, Australia getting a very solid first defense off the back of Jay's FC. Everyone else really close to each other. Like, you see Spurk and Vaughn having very similar scores. Cord, HP, and Hungry Turtle also very similar between each other. So, yeah, I mean, look, you're right. You can't play banned maps. That's something, you know, top players, not even Japan, can play. Which just tends to be number one. Oh, good meme. So, this is now Malaysia's first pick.
No idea how they're going to go about this. Not expecting Hidden to be picked against Australia. It's more like about like what I wouldn't expect them to pick against Australia. Going to start off with 3mod1. Decent choice. Although I would say this could also swing back around to Australia just as easily. I think there are a few better picks that Malaysia could have chosen here. 3mod1 is definitely more of a coin flippy type pick against a team like Australia, who do have a full roster, by the way, same as Malaysia. I think there's no team remaining that doesn't have a full roster.
I wouldn't expect it for quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Maybe there is a 5-man team somewhere in lower bracket. I don't remember. There's too many players to track. Yeah. Oh, Finland. Yeah, of course.
Finland.
Finland. Yeah, they passed around the 16. Yeah. Finland. Yeah. Everyone forgets Finland still. They got a decent. they got a solid team.
Oh.
And to get to quarterfinals.
For now, we're gonna continue with Ainov. Will always love me some Periquitus in a map pool. Just curious to see how the mods are gonna pan out, because Australia definitely has what it takes to go with like 4, maybe 5 mods if they wanted to. J and CP Win are definitely more like this, like skill cap side and here. It just depends on what their third player might be doing here to top it all off.
All right, let's see. Now, keep in mind the rules for free mod in this tournament. It is actually free for the first time in a while, so players can choose what they like. And it looks like Malaysia is going to go with all 5 mods. Wow, okay.
So Australia with 3 mods. That's actually fewer than I expected. Interesting. I thought Australia had a few more modding capabilities, especially on something like 3mod1. But Malaysia also said that they might be over-modding, so Australia might just play it cool.
So Malaysia will be having 2 mod advantage, which translates to roughly 12%. But that's between individual scores, so bit dicey however you see it.
First FC broken by a Hungry Turtle. And about 30 seconds into the pick.
Zippy win.
Malaysia.
Oh, yeah. Zippy win. Doing what needs to be done when you're on no mod. Gotta maintain a high accuracy in order to pull through. Everyone else is very, very strong. But even a relatively low 96 from Hennett is enough to actually outperform Zippy's score right now.
Malaysia leading by 60,000 points, now having made up for one mod. And that's gonna make it tougher for Australia to come back. But Malaysia is looking really solid on this free mod. It's not too difficult yet. I'm assuming the difficulty of the free mod pool will ramp up quite a lot as we go into semifinals. This is still very, very doable, even for lower seeded teams. But then again, Malaysia isn't really a lower seeded team. Seed 11 overall. Got themselves a very decent place.
Big streams here.
And it's beginning to show.
Can Australia try and make a recovery? I don't think it will happen. Malaysia does not overmod.
Oh, Von with another miss though, shrinking. Another miss, 20,000 points. Is it coming back around to Australia? Not enough map here at the end. Was looking a little bit dicey here at the end.
Look, it was a little bit, but Malaysia held on through and through. They've managed to get away with just enough mods to pull it through.
And look at that, J of 21,100 is 99% hidden hard rock FC on free mod 1. Not even Malaysia can compete with that. The finals, the final stream really messed with Malaysia's performances. Still, 1 million score from one, very commendable. Same with Henit and Core coming in with the 8100 FC. Solid team performance overall, although maybe a mod less would have probably also done it for Malaysia. Pretty handy.
Yeah. All right, so both teams start out very well, defending their first picks. And now it's up to Australia to maintain the pressure. And they're going to go and capitalize on speed by selecting No Mod 3, or Y Terrorism. Very understandable choice. We did see how Australia was on the other speed-heavy map that was Double Time 2. Definitely looking to try and channel in on their strengths early on, which is never a bad decision for in any situation.
It kind of reminds me of COE GTS, Ikin versus Mango, where Mango played with the spoons and gloves on the Taiko Force playstyle, and Ikin abused speed against him, so Mango would have been tired at like the second or third pick. That might be what Australia is going for, just trying to tire Malaysia out in the first 1 or 2 picks. But Malaysia, as a team, as a country in its own, in like the whole Taiko sphere overall, has a solid mentality, I would say. I don't think they're going to get themselves down if they lose this one. And it's still early days. I think if we're going into the second half, pick number 7 overall, we're going to get into thinner air overall.
Yeah. Both teams feeling the pressure early on. Both sides audibly complaining about it.
Jay saying, I'm underacting so bad. My god, Jay. No, you are not allowed to say that.
No, he can. What are you talking about? Come on, man. 100%, right? Even Japan is allowed to say that. Will anyone believe them is a different question.
Oh, no, it's S on Hidden 1 bad.
But here we go. Right? Hey, look. That's why they're playing Speed 3, right? That's why they're playing the Speed on No Mod 3, so they can just get those nerves out the way nice and early. Tire those muscles a bit.
280 BPM, and we're getting into the territory in terms of BPM where the Speed 1 tricks will have something to choke on sooner rather than later. This is the part of the tournament where it gets really tricky.
Bong with the early miss. is going to be very good for Australia, trying to get some early score. Splurg, the only player on double S. Oh, never mind. Jay's also still in the double S. And now he's the only player left on the double S as well.
Especially with teams like Malaysia and Australia. Pick like Nomad 3 could still come down to like just a handful of 100s between both teams. And Fong, despite the miss at the start, is holding up pretty well. There you go. Hungry Turtle Splurk missing double misses from Australia. Now 2 FCs versus 1 in Malaysia. Swings it back around.
Yeah, this is a big moment for Malaysia. They're trying to pull ahead. But this song isn't going to let that happen so easily. It is 280 beats per minute. Hungry Turtle tripping up once more. Simplifying matters for Malaysia.
About 1 minute left, and all Malaysia has to do is to hold on to these combos. The accuracies are looking pristine.
Oh, but wait a minute. 2 players getting a miss. Vaughn also missed as well. I'm going to shift some combo momentum back over to the Australian side. 60,000 is such a tall order, especially with Cord holding out extremely well.
You can't forget about these accuracies as well. Malaysia with high 99s, and then you have Australia with 99, 98, and 97 as well. Splurk finding the 100 at the Canton section. Love to see it.
Here we go, going to the final sections of the song. Vaughn starting to pick up some big misses. Cutting deficit down. But Vaughn and Splurk trade misses. And that should be it. Australia unable to defend their pick. Malaysia will have enough to carry on through.
Now looking at Cord versus Jay to see who's coming out on top, and I think we have a tight score for the top score of the lobby. That's insane. 3 100s from both Cord and Jay. My god. That is some crazy accuracy, some crazy gameplay from both of these players. But well fought from Malaysia. Australia might have misread the room a little bit with the DT2 play. Malaysia is still very capable of playing 280.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's going to spice things up a little bit. And Hennet quickly firing with Nomad 5. You know, you just went on Nomad, pick another Nomad. And they're going to go, oh wow, they're doing the stream Nomad pick. Oh. This is a very smart pick. I like it. Jay, don't you dare uninstall the game. If you uninstall the game, you're also uninstalling my channel.
There's a lot on the line, Jay. I don't know if you can hear us, but you got someone in the castle who will be very mad if you lose.
Oh, I wouldn't be mad. I'd laugh. I'd laugh. Come on, man. You can't be mad at these sort of things. It's just a game. You know?
Yeah. Like, Jay's playing out of his mind. He's doing very well for Australia, all things considered. And it's always the joy to watch Jay, like, not play taiko really, or not touch O's for like a year, to go off, play Mai Mai and whatever else he wants to play, and then deliver and pop off a TWC like that. Really, yeah, like a S tier rhythm gamer. Yeah. Like, if we're not that counting, like non-Asian type players, definitely S tier, because that that tier is like occupied by players like Blarock.
Fair point. So, Twilight of the Thunder God. This song, very long, 4 minutes. It's one of the longest in the pool. It is not the tiebreaker. It is just consistent streams. It's a common trope that you will see in tournament level, especially around here is where you start seeing some of these picks. But what I especially like about Malaysia picking this, they did this off the back of a what do you call it? A breakpoint in the same mod pool. Yeah. So they're hoping that maybe that sudden shock and the quick rebuttal on such a long map like this maybe may play into their minds a little bit. Maybe. You never know.
Definitely a very confident pick. They had that one lined up. Love to see it. But this is still 190 BPM. It's just really all about like not missing, not finding any chain misses, and this being a Fruko map. There's also some uncomfortable patterns in there, so it's really just like 4 minutes of keeping it on your toes. Fong missing right at the end of the stream. That's a very unfortunate time for this.
But Australia not leading by any stretch of the imagination. They have the advantage, but this is such a long battle, and there can be huge note locks. This song particularly infamous, as it's not going to give you much opportunity to recover. So, the ability to time yourself back into the song without picking up many misses is a very undervalued skill set that will be very much appreciated on a chart like this. Malaysia now.
Did find the misses. It's now 2 FCs versus 1 once again, and 2 other than Jay for Australia. What a beast. The highest accuracy, second highest accuracy in the lobby right now, only is separated by 1/100 to Cold.
Malaysia now building up very nicely, 60,000 points halfway through. It's where you want to be at. Tenet and Cord doing what they need to do. Zippy missing in the quiet section. It's not a Kantan section, but it
is as Kantan as it gets.
Okay, some will argue that it's a Muzu.
It's definitely more of a Muzu section, yeah. But yeah, right in the middle of the map, and the easiest part of the map itself. That's not where you want to miss at all. And Australia is really shooting themselves in the foot with these misses. Malaysia, even with Fong missing right at the start, now back up to 1000 combo. Cord and Henny still holding on somehow. Jay trying to be the anchor for Australia to punish Malaysia should they find any misses in the final minute. 3 minutes already passed.
Yeah, but Cord is okay. Both Hennet and Zippy pick up misses, but Hennet with a much bigger drop.
You say that, there's another miss from Zippy went right at the start of the stream. Another one. Zippy went running out of focus? Kinda looks like it.
Definitely can happen on a map like this. Cord actually just crushing the chart. Not even Jay can stop Cord.
I am super impressed with Cord's performance for Malaysia here. Holding up with Jay, insane stuff overall. We are coming up to the last couple of patterns, but this is handily in Malaysia's court, defending their own pick 3-1, keeping themselves in the lead and not allowing Australia to reclaim the breakpoint that Malaysia got off of their pick. Solid performances, 2 100s from Cord, 6 100s from Jay. My god, these are the 2 titans of this lobby. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, Malaysia doing a very good job so far. And now it's up to Australia to try and get to the second point, but where do you go? And the answer is immediately go to Gimmick.
I
this is
love
an interesting try.
That one. I loved seeing that one during the showcase. Because it's really just about like coding dons and cuts in different ways. There's like 3 or 4 ways they're coded in this map. That's all there is to it. And like up until the halfway point, I thought it was like, yeah, this is fine. I don't see why this is quarterfinals, but if you don't know, you will see why this is in quarterfinals, because it does pick up. And it is really a type of gimmick that keeps you on your toes, aside not really being like too challenging. Well, it's still challenging to read, but like not being overbearing with the gimmicks, just requiring you to well hit the right notes at the right time, which is what this game is all about.
100%. So This is going to be interesting because I'm not too familiar with how strong Malaysia is on gimmicks, and I didn't get the chance to look at their round of 16 and 32 performances. So I'm curious to how strong they are. Let's see. For the uninitiated who haven't seen this song before, there's a mixture of bar line gimmicks and slider gimmicks, where the thicker bar lines and yellow sliders represent the blue notes, and the red notes are by the smaller ones. And then, of course, the color amplification in the white.
I tell you, just looking at the performances in round of 16, is that Malaysia actually had Australia beat, but overall the scores were very comparable. It just came down to like a couple more 100s, like 0.5% act difference. So this could be surprisingly tight. Let's see how it goes. Bong and Tsubasa trading misses right off the bat.
Cord, Vaughn, Jay, and Zippy all maintaining good scores. Right now it's just a battle between Fong and Tsubasa. Fong on the better end of that so far.
By about 1%, which...
Yes, there's actually notes behind this.
Yeah. Now
There's only 24,000 points. It's still incredibly close. Oh, Vaughn and Zippy missing.
Or some Zippy, more misses from Tsubasa. Australia, are they gonna let their next pick slip like that as well?
Definitely on
track. A little bit tired. And that was arguably the most challenging part of the map. Malaysia is leading by 60,000 almost.
Yeah, this is a very good result for Malaysia. 2 breakpoints. But Cord and Jay still crushing this map.
Oh, as you say that, there's a miss from Jay. Jay can miss, believe it or not. Jay can find misses. I wouldn't have believed it if you told me end of this match, but once again, Cord with the FC! 3 100s! What are you on? What's up with Cord? What's in the water in Malaysia? That's insane! 4-1 for Malaysia!
Ouch. That is a very fine result. And Vaughn also following up. And even, yeah, all 3 players on the Malaysian side just getting some very high accuracies. They're putting themselves in a very comfortable position right now. Yeah, don't sleep on Cord. Cord is definitely showing what needs to be done. And definitely doing it to the highest order. Arguably competing against Australia's best player on the team.
Crazy stuff. Super impressed with how Malaysia is playing at the moment. Australia is doing well. Let's be real, but there's something about Malaysia's performances today that Australia can't hold a candle to just yet. I mean, we have up to 5 more picks. There's still chances. But with every pick that Malaysia wins, the chances are getting slimmer.
And the thing is too that Malaysia... Ooh, I don't know. Where does Malaysia go here? Like, no mod 1? Maybe? Like, should Malaysia just avoid going with mods? Because they've won on every no mod pick. Like, you know. It's a little bit scary. For the Australian side. Yeah, Fong's 4-digit. Yeah, she's a 4-digit player.
Just nuts. And what, 1 question mark? Is that a decision? I think that's a decision.
It is a decision, but maybe not the most confident decision from the Malaysian side. But I understand Malaysia going with no mod 1 because they're winning on no mod. You know, don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah.
Bong complaining about an update.
Oh boy. Yeah, final pick of the first half, and what might come around to save Australia, as we figured out, is that Malaysia might just not have the picks, the comfort picks left for them. But that's exactly what could swing things back around in, quarterfinals onwards, where the matches are actually getting decently close.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough situation for the Australian side. There hasn't been too many player changes between both. I think everybody on the Australian team except for... Oh, who's not on the... I think we've seen everyone on the Australian team today. I'm trying to think if we haven't seen someone in particular.
I mean, we've missed a couple people from Malaysia, most notably Krakow, who being their team captain. But I've also seen like Krakow the third not playing. So
Krakow is actually currently in Australia, believe it or not. He's behind enemy lines, currently on a train to Melbourne. And I can assure you, those trains are 11 hours long. I've taken them myself.
That's so funny.
So, you know, he's behind the trenches. Insert the memes. Oh my god, turning plane.
This is getting a little bit conspiratorial. Like, maybe, who knows, maybe Crapcow is currently playing on Hungry Turtles or Splurg's desktop. Who knows?
No. Alright, here we go. So, no mod 1, 2 minutes 15 length, 220 BPM. Big moment for Australia. They have to rise to the occasion to keep their chances alive. Malaysia can't let off the pressure just yet.
Very first miss, and the second one on top of that, going before the 1-6 burst. I thought there would be misses on the 1-6 burst, but Spurg handled them just fine, as did everyone else in the lobby. Once again, Australia is trailing behind in terms of accuracy. Malaysia sitting on a high 98 or 99s each. Two high 98s, one dropping a couple 100s. And we're total missing as well.
Yeah, and this is not a good sign for Australia. Hungry Turtles going to try and pull it back a little bit, but definitely a tall order to do so. Malaysia just chilling right now. They're all at 99%. Oh my god, Hennett just completely
Hennett!
Okay, Hennett is not on 99%. Huge fall from Grace. That's bringing Australia back in.
Splurg finds a miss. Thought that was a big tank from Hennett, and now the accuracies are very closely matched. Only 1% difference between Core and Hungry Turtle. I say Core and Hungry Turtle, but the combos don't really match. It's still 2 FCs versus 1, and that might keep Malaysia ahead, but if Core or Van do find a miss, that might still be enough for Australia to turn this back around.
And there's a couple of accelerated notes here. Can mess up with the timing if you're not careful. And also some snapping changes too. I believe it's mostly 1-3 here. There we go, here comes the speed up. Now moving into speed territory.
Lurk misses. Will Malaysia find a misfield of Morris is here to save Australia? Oh, will Malaysia move on to match points? Lurk finds another miss.
Looks like Malaysia's getting to that match point. And there we have it. Sitting on a 5-1.
But once again, J6 100s? Huh? Like...
He's just built different. What do you want me to tell you? He just hits the notes better.
Like, looking at the MVPs, it's either J or Cord, or J and Cord. there's like no one else who
can we have 6
really
MVPs? But damn, this is now tough for Australia. They've been absolutely blasted on no mod.
Oh, this is rough. Australia needs to get 4 points in a row to stay in.
And then they have to win on
Otherwise, they're
tiebreaker
out.
too.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna start off with hidden 2.
So, hidden 2 going to be selected now. Is it a little too late, or did they not select it for good reason?
I don't know. I've been waiting for hidden 2 for a while now because I'm pretty sure Malaysia wouldn't have picked it themselves. They are missing some of their key players who could perform well on a hidden pick, and this is definitely a pick where I see Australia way more in favor. Hidden 2 and I can't remember what the other pick was. We'll figure it out.
Well, we'll figure it out as we go along.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm surprised to see it being picked so late. Especially since Malaysia did go out of the way to ban hidden 1. Obviously, Australia might have not wanted to play it themselves as well. But we'll see.
Well, let's see how these players handle it.
Will Australia make a comeback here? Triple SS right now. Let's see it, Australia. You got 4 points to get to stay in the game, and then the tiebreaker.
We'll worry about the tiebreaker when
now.
we get there.
It's a long road ahead.
It is a long and dangerous road. As they say, you know, it's not about rising to the occasion, but falling behind your highest level of preparation to try and get you through these moments. And Australia definitely feeling that right now.
Very beautifully put. Hungry Turtle did find a miss right at the start, so did Henny.
Oh, but everybody out the gate very strong. Henny with a miss, but the accuracy difference giving Malaysia the upper hand. But anyone's game.
Blessed by a true banger into slot. And he does find a couple of 100s. Scores will shift over very slightly in favor of Australia, but not by a lot. 100s are being traded back and forth, and still the accuracies do favor Malaysia by round about 1 to 1.5%. They're keeping it close, and Australia has definitely caught on that fighting against Malaysia is not a walk in the park. And Cord misses
with a big
out
miss.
of all players.
And that's going to be the opening Australia needs. And Vaughn has had a big miss as well. Hungry Turtle barely staying in it. Oh, but Sajo picking up a miss. That's his previous name. Sport's previous name. Just for any clarification. 49. And Australia barely out in front. With a quarter of the map to go. Hennet has now missed as well. No more full combos remaining on the Malaysian side. Australia having 2. This is a huge opportunity to try and run with the point. They're playing with their lives on the line
here at the end. A little bit of map left. Jay once again on top of the lobby with 99.7%. Will he close out with an FC, or will someone break here at the end to shift it back over? But I don't think there's enough map left. Final few pop the streets. Work misses at the end, but it's not enough.
Not enough.
It's not enough.
Holding through just enough to get through.
It's gonna be 5-2. Australia will live to see another pick. 99.71% FC from Jay, 7 100s, closely followed by Cord. But that miss from Cord especially was huge for Australia. Had Cord pulled off, had pulled Cord, gotten the FC, it might not have went the way it did.
They still would have won, but it would have been by far fewer points.
Yeah.
So, Australia staying alive for a pick, but they've yet to solidify momentum. And Malaysia just needs to find one more map in this pool, and I'm fairly certain it's going to be No Mod 2. Like, that No Mod 2 would be their first go-to. Australia has had 4 No Mod maps played, and they've lost all 4 of them.
If
Malaysia does not go...
Nah. I don't really know. I don't really know. Because Jay is a really good tech player. Like, not a joke.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the... You always gotta look at the third player. You always have to look at the third player when you look at 3v3 matchups.
Yeah.
You know, because Jay's been held off very well by Lord, and Vaughn has managed to do pretty well against Australia's second player. It really just comes down to the third players between Malaysia and Australia. But Hennett, not going to go for No Mod 2. Opting for me and you.
Me and you. 3 Mod 2. You and I should kiss. TWC edit. You and I could be going over to the O store to get ourselves some banners, some TWC banners as well. If you haven't already, they're only $2.50 each. Go get yourself a cool looking banner for your profile to support your favorite team and to support TWC and all of the other World Cups. But this is not the type of pick that I would have expected. Bolt going into an anti-mod versus Australia, but yeah, actually looking at all the other picks, like the Hard Rocks, I wouldn't really pick that against Australia. Although the accuracy have definitely been favoring Malaysia overall, but Hard Rock is a different beast in that regard. DT1 is definitely gonna get picked by Malaysia. No Mod 2, I could see why they're being a bit about it. So maybe 3 Mod 2 is the big brain play here.
Oh, it's an even mod battle. No, wait, no, it's not. I can't count. I can't count. It's official, boys. Girls, I can't count. Malaysia has 4 mods against Australia's 3, and they're neatly organized as well. This is a nice aesthetic bonus.
Points.
Yeah, 100%. So 2.5 minutes. Malaysia walking with a small advantage, but that advantage is currently sitting on the hands of Cord, who's been playing absolutely phenomenally. So Australia definitely has their work cut out.
Malaysia going in with 1 mod advantage. The extra hard drop. Let's see if that's going to do them any favors. As I said, they've been doing well in the accuracy department, but the higher accuracy requirement might come back to bite them. But Zippy with the no mod player out of all players on the Australian side. He's going to miss first. Draw first blood on 3 Mod 2.
Zippy Win is the only player with no mod. It is unfortunate Zippy has picked up a miss, but keep in mind that Zippy proportionally has the lowest score potential out of the other players, so it's not as devastating relative to like if Vaughn or Bong or someone else missed who actually has mods. So definitely a scary moment for the Australian side. Got half the song to pull back 30,000 points.
We're already halfway through. There's still a lot of map left. Lots of funky SV, lots of trippy 1-6. Zippy Win once again though. The only one to miss, while Vaughn and Jay are holding on to their hidden hard rock FCs, and Jay with a 99.7%. My man! Undoubtedly the MVP of this match, no matter if Australia goes out on this pick or not.
Vaughn has picked up a miss, but that is going to be very minor right now. Vaughn and Cord are doing what needs to be done to get Malaysia across the line. Looks like they're going to be doing it quite comfortably.
Just shy of 80,000 score advantage to Malaysia. We're picking up the SV a little bit more. Fong with a miss. It's gonna shrink the score difference just a little bit, but the accuracies are so strong for Malaysia. It's actually insane. With one even being able to hold the 97 hidden hard rock. Will they FC until the end? But I think this is pretty much GG's. And that's it. Malaysia takes down Australia 6-2. With fun with the FC 6700s and Jay with 13100s. How?
Going out, but going out with a bang.
How? Like, bow before Jay, my god. We all knew that he's an insane player overall, but I don't know. I sometimes don't really grasp just like how good of a player Jay really is. It's similarly surprising to me when I saw Sparks. I think it was play Hidden 2 in Showcase. I keep forgetting that Sparks is a really, really good taiko player. Like, for me, it's just like a funky music guy, but I don't know. It's just kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of off guard. I'm a little bit tired, let's be real. But GG well played to Malaysia.
100%.
You earned yourself a place in the top 12 of TWC 2024. We are saying goodbye to Australia, finishing top 16 with some incredible performances. Like, I'm super looking forward to the stat sheet and just see Jay in like the top 4. Or like, let's see. I'm super surprised. Like single digits all across all picks. I'm pretty sure. I'm super sure of that.
Definitely, Jay as an individual player has played phenomenally well. Australia having definitely a good shakeup in their team over the last 12 months, but not enough to get to the second half of quarterfinals. The journey will be ending in the beginning of the quarterfinals. So we say goodbye to a fan favorite, and we say hello to another coming up in a few hours from now at 14 UTC. It's going to be Turkey and Thailand. I do know in Australia, at least, we have daylight savings. So if you are night owling tonight, be prepared for that.
Woo-hoo.
So, don't get caught out on those time changes because it's a rough time. I think it's also changing a couple other places too around the world. So
yeah, I mean Central Europe is already through. That happened last weekend. But it is that time where you shouldn't forget about your schedules. Shouldn't forget that maybe you should add an hour or subtract an hour. I don't know. In Australia, you also have like different time zones depending on state, don't you?
Don't remind me. Just don't. Don't remind me. Okay, I live in plus 11. I'm glad to be moving back to the plus 10, please. And at least I can commentate matches that are closer to 14 UTC. So
time zones are wild. Time zones
are
weird.
Yeah, time zones are weird. But what is not weird is banners. So if you have not bought them, go ahead and make a purchase. We do have a lot more taiko action in here, including some of our bigger matchups later between USA and Brazil, Russia, Canada. Huge matchups ahead, and of course Chile trying to take on the unstoppable Japanese team in the quarterfinals. So, a lot of fun ahead.
Exciting matches. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to this weekend. Last weekend was maybe a bit of a blow to a lot of people with how one-sided some of these matches were. But looking at the schedule, I'm super excited. Also, looking forward to how Malaysia is going to fight off against the Netherlands tomorrow, because that's also happening. That was a potential match that's happening tomorrow at some time. It's only going uphill in terms of entertainment value. Also going to get harder for the players, let's be real, but it's all about the entertainment.
That is true, and pushing one's individual potential. And I think that's going to be it. Do you have anything else you want to wrap up before we close things out?
I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. I certainly did. Keep yourself hydrated. It's getting warm in Central Europe. Spring is in full effect. If it's cold, then get comfy, because there are a lot more exciting matches to come. But that's been it from us, I suppose. We've been Juice and Beat, and we'll be seeing you again very, very soon in TWC 2024 quarterfinals of Turkey versus Thailand and Finland versus Germany, happening at right about the same time, half an hour delay. Don't miss out on more taiko goodness. We'll see you there.
Take care, everybody.